Are you ready? Are you ready to be pumped up? Welcome to the Super Pilotish channel. My name is Graham Schwarzenegger. Well, actually, it's Graham Wilson. And today on the show, I'll be talking to you in my basement about just some five YouTube YouTube exercises, 5 pilot exercises you can do, like actual kind of I don't know, physical exercise, not flying exercises. And and you can do these. They'll help you out when you get to the airplane. And yes, Jim, you do have some clickbait here. Thank you for clicking. So, yeah, I'm a little under the weather today, but well, the show must go on. And Nefarious is here too. Hi. Okay, so we are going to do some pilot exercises. I got my little list over here I'm looking at, my usual little list. And yeah, so I'll just get into it. I don't know how long the show is going to be here because it's just five exercises to do. And I'll tell you why I think they're important. Okay, so the first one we are going to do is and I made up names for these just like myself. So I don't know if they're probably called something else. But yeah, so we're going to start off. We will start. Hey guys, it's time to work out, guys, and we're gonna start out with what I call the foot twist. Now, the foot twist, I'm gonna have to yell a bit, and maybe move my microphone around here. I don't know how you'll be able to hear me, but because I'm gonna be moving around, but we will make it work. Okay, the foot twist. I think I got to move my chair. Okay. Well, actually, maybe I don't. Okay. So here we go. when you're getting into and out of an airplane, they didn't. I'm gonna sit down. Okay. When you're getting in and out of an airplane, they don't make these like nice and ergonomic. The engineers don't care about that. They want it lightweight, and some of the airplanes were designed for guys that were like 5'10" and 150, 160 pounds. So if you're anything bigger than that, it can be a bit of a little bit of a pretzel twist to get in and out of these things. So, oh hey Dan, see you here too. Okay, so the foot twist. So like I've always found for every Cessna 172, anyways, that's the most common airplane in the world. It's when you put the seat back before you get in and out of the airplane, it doesn't leave you that much room to get your foot in at the bottom of the door when it opens up. So you got to kind of twist your foot in and out. And I've seen guys with like great big feet, like I don't know, size 14, size 15, size 16 feet. Like these guys have a really tough time getting their feet in and out. So anyways, we are going to, yeah, so you got to be able to twist your foot. So it's just a simple exercise. Most of these exercises, I'm going to be like leaning on a chair or something. You don't want to fall over. And yeah, you can kind of guess I'm doing this more for the seniors in the crowd. But yeah, so you just stick out your foot here. All right, can you see that? And just kind of twist it back and forth like I don't know, like a windshield wiper kind of thing. You do that on both feet, like that. There we go. It seems pretty simple, but yeah, and you could do that while you're sitting in your chair too if you want. Just kind of twist it back and forth like a windshield wiper, as far as you can go either way. There we go. That's one thing for you. And okay, here's another thing too about how these planes are not ergonomic at all. I'd say just about every plane you're getting into, you're going to have to step up, either up onto the wing, up and over something. Maybe you're on a little step or a ladder to get in if you're in your fighter jet. But yeah, so this is another one. And I've seen people have a really hard time, especially if you're getting older and you're not as limber and flexible as you used to be. Yeah, so here we go. This is called the foot on chair. Yeah, that's a pretty creative name, eh? Yeah, so that's the easy one. You get your normal kitchen chair. Let's see if I can do this. There it is, and you just stand next to it. You can hold on to it for balance, and just take your foot, put it up on the chair. Pretty simple. Put it down, put it back up, and then you'll do that on both sides, because you're going to have to lift up about that high to get into an airplane. You might have to get up and over the sill of a door sill kind of thing, and you kind of climb down into the plane. So yeah, just hang on to the chair, foot up, put it on the chair, bring it back down. And you'd be surprised how many people have a really hard time doing that. Okay, that was number 2. Okay, time for water break, guys. Hey, stay limber. Okay, yeah, my girlfriend always watches these, what is it, Fitness Blender. It's like these little workout videos. And they're always talking, hey, guys. So the other one here is I call it push plane. Another creative, fantastic idea. Yeah, because if you are moving an airplane around, you got to push it, right? So I would say you could do this. I would call it like a wall push-up, but I will demonstrate on my workbench. So you just put your hands up against the wall or whatever. Actually, I wonder if I'll pretend that this is the wall. I'm on my knees here. So then just kind of, push yourself as much as you want up against the wall. And you could put your feet back further. Then you're using more weight. That way you're going to be able to push your airplane back into the hangar or wherever it has to go. And I don't know. I've seen some old guys like they can push planes pretty well if they've been doing it for a long time, like into their 80s and 90s. So, and whenever you are pushing your plane back, remember you're never touching the spinner and you're never touching the cowling. You're using the either the leading edge of the wing or the root of the propeller. That's the strongest part. So that's how you push planes back. That is the pro tip. If I ever see anybody pushing on the spinner or on the cowling, because that's only thin metal, and you can break it. So if I ever see anyone, it's kind of like a little pet peeve. I have to give them the instructor pro tip. So it's like, would you like some advice? No, I don't want any advice. Well, I'll give it to you. So there we go. That's the push plane. Okay, we also have to do the rudder stretch. The rudder stretch is okay. I guess you can kind of do that when you're sitting in your chair, because this is to simulate using your rudder pedals in the airplane. Now, it's kind of one of those things that the rudder pedals are also not that ergonomic. I guess I could probably draw it for you. Okay, so you got your, what do we do here? We will use blue. Okay, so if you got your rudder pedals, I guess the front view, let's do this. These are your rudder pedals. You got your left and right. Okay, so your left and right rudder pedals, and that controls your rudder at the back. It makes your airplane. Oh, there we go. We have a training aid here. We got the KD 12X Mark II Tail Dragger Edition. Yeah, so that's moving your rudder back here, and then that yaws your airplane. Yaw, that will yaw your airplane. Okay, and that's what that does. So if you're moving these pedals, let's see if I can do a good blueprint here with my blue marker. Okay, if that's going to go like this, they're probably on an angle. Okay, we'll see. Whoa. All right, so we got that. And then, okay. All right, let's see if this makes any sense at all. So these are your left and right rudder pedals. That's your side view of them. And this whole thing moves in and out. The whole pedal moves in and out. But it also pivots on a point here. There we go. So it'll also rotate like that. So you have to be able to move your feet in and out, and then also use the toe brakes at the top. Unless you got like an old Piper Cub, and those things have heel brakes, and those are apparently kind of weird. But generally for airplanes, that's the way the rudder pedals work. So you're going to sit in your chair, and you are going to pretend. Move the chair over here. I'll see if I can show it a little better. So, all right, here we are. We're sitting in the chair. I'm in my airplane, and you can add all these. You can add all these exercises to if you're doing your general chair flying when you're practicing how you're going to do maneuvers. You can practice getting into the plane. You can practice. I am taxiing down the runway using my rudder pedals. So, I guess what you would do there is you would take your foot and you can kind of move it out. I don't know. You lift it up and bring it out straight like that. And then see if I can show you the feet. Okay, I'm going back a little further here. Okay, now we got to yell a bit more. So you got your foot out like this, okay, and then you're going to be pointing your toes. Here we go. That is how I'm going to be using my brakes. So if you can move your foot kind of back and forth, and then try that on the ground. Keep your heel like, I don't know, inch off the ground. Point your toes down there. Come up here, do this. It depends on how your, the seating of your airplane. Some airplanes you sit pretty far back. Others you sit more straight up. So we got that. The rudder stretch, we are almost done. And we will also do the Cessna Slam. That works your upper body a little bit. The Cessna Slam is, well, it's this weird thing, the way that if you have a Cessna aircraft, or depending on your aircraft, doors can change. Or the doors can, there's different ways of closing doors. For older Cessnas, you slam it just like a car. And sometimes you got to give it a good slam, which I hate doing because you just think you're going to break something. Other airplanes, there'll be a latch. You can put it in place, close the latch. Maybe there's a latch up top for the. There might be two latches, one on the top, and one on the bottom, or in the door. There's all different ways of that. But the Cessna Slam, it's I don't know. You're usually kind of stuck in there a little bit if it's a little Cessna 152. And then you're trying to close the door, and the door handle's like down here, and you don't have a whole lot of, you can't get a good swing on it too much. For that, whenever I'm closing a Cessna door, I usually open up the window, grab onto the window sill over here, and just kind of slam it in that way. Or I can reach over, and I'll kind of close it this way, and then put a latch down if it's a newer Cessna. So, but in any case, you're going to have to use a little bit of strength. And then so you can, for the Cessna Slam, just sit here and go, I'm slamming the door. I'm slamming the door. Boom, boom. And you pretend you're grabbing the door and slamming it shut because it's usually up kind of high. And, or even if, you're a little shorter, you might have to reach up here and do the Cessna Slam or however it would be. So that's kind of, I don't know. You do that a few times, you'll feel it like kind of, I don't know, in your bicep, I guess. I don't think you're going to get like my clickbait steroid thumbnail that I put up here. But anyways, that will make it so you can, I don't know, it'll just make it a little bit easier for you to get in and out of the plane, operate the plane. And you also got to remember, like you might be thinking some older, I've seen it lots of times with the older guys, and they're like, I can get in. Once I'm in, I'm fine. But it's like, okay, what if there's an emergency and you have to get out in a hurry? How well can you manipulate controls and doors? And are you flexible enough to get out, moving your legs in a hurry? Like it's that could be, if your plane's on fire, you want to be a little bit more flexible to get out. So that's another thing to consider there. It's safety and it's cool, man. Safety is always cool. Okay, so let's do a little recap I wrote this out in advance on my whiteboard. There we go. So the 5 pilot exercises, a little recap. Oh, hey, Shecky, I see you in here too. Yeah, so the foot twist, that is the one where, I wonder if I can put this here. Oh, what do I got here? I got some kind of a cord for something. I got my, what could I do here? Oh, I know what I could do. This is, we're doing some engineering here on the Super Pilotish channel. There we go. So I got my battery here for my my weed whacker. I bet you I could put this up like this. Hey, check that out. We're doing some serious engineering. Okay. So the foot twist, that will be, you're sitting back here, and that's where your foot is kind of going like a windshield wiper back and forth like that. And so that's so that you can get in and out of a Cessna 172. Do that on both of them. Your little windshield wiper foot twist. What's the other thing? The foot on the chair. Little recap. You got your chair, hang on to it for balance. Foot up on the chair, foot back down. Boy. Checking out the old gut here. It's like, you ever watch the Trailer Park Boys and sometimes they have Randy's gut there? It's like, yeah, we used to joke around at the shop. There we go. We got the bar gut, beach gut, beach gut, bar gut, beach gut, bar gut. Anyways, yeah. So the foot on the chair, do that on both sides. Plane push. That's where you're pushing, basically wall push-ups. The rudder stretch. That is, you're just kind of sitting there and you're moving your feet, keep them like about an inch off the ground, and you're pointing your toes. Try to use your legs as if it would be the full motion of the rudder pedals. And what else we got here? Cessna slam. So you're going to be sitting there pretending to slam either door, and knocking over stuff. Yeah, so do that. Different levels, lower, mid, high, whatever. And you can flex the guns if you want, whatever you want to do. Okay, so there's my 5 exercises. So you old guys have been told that's what you got to do, so that way you don't look like an old guy getting in and out of the airplane. And there we go. Put the battery back. Okay, so that's about it for today. Wasn't gonna do a great big long, super long video, but we'll see if there's any questions in here, and we'll start the weekend. Okay, here we go. What do we got here? Okay, yeah, I don't think anyone would have. Oh, here we go. Yeah, yeah, Shecky. So, good question. Is the spinner the cone on the front? Yep, it is. Let's get the old my fancy eraser for my whiteboard. Okay, I guess I won't need this anymore. I've already used it up. Yeah. Yep. So if we're looking at the side of your airplane, I will draw a fine airplane. What a beautiful airplane. Got a wing. Got a pilot. We have a happy pilot. He's got a baseball cap. There we go. So there's your airplane. It's flying very fast. There we go. And yeah, you're right. So the spinner is... Yeah, there we go. So that is the spinner on the front. You don't push on that because usually that's very Just kind of thin aluminum. It's just there for aerodynamic effect, so you're not the air can go over that and flow better over the propeller. It also helps out with cooling the engine that way too, so there's less turbulent air going into your air intakes here. Cools it off better. Okay, so the spinner. Some airplanes are required to fly with the spinner. It's a required item, and some of them aren't actually. So you'll see, like the older planes don't have those, like World War I airplanes and stuff. Okay. Okay. Check it all out. And none of your business is up to his usual business, but welcome to the show anyways. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, Dan. Everybody missed me. Yeah, I usually kind of hang out on the I don't know, another coffee show as they call it, and yeah, so it's nice to be missed. But yeah, I was just kind of chilling out before showing up here, and I was like, okay, and then it's just whatever. Thanks, Dan. All right. Okay, here we go. And that's about it. Okay, cool. It is the weekend, so today's Friday. I forget if today's pizza day for me. I don't think so. I think I had pizza last Friday. Oh well, maybe I'll do double pizza. But it is Friday, so that means I'll be back. I will be back on Monday because rain or shine, I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon Eastern, and there we go. That's about it. We'll just kind of shut her down. Oh yeah. Oh, Adam's in here, popping in just at the end. Oh, Adam's here. Uh-oh. See, there we go. He came in. I got to get out of here now, Adam. I don't want to be around this guy. No, actually. we still got to go flying one of these days, Adam. Anyways, I might be flying tomorrow. Weather's pretty good, so oh well, some other time. Okay. Thanks for showing up, everybody. And yeah, we'll just kind of shut her down. Thank you for watching. All right. Bye.